What's going on? It's your dog Artman Boxing, and I'm back with another boxing conversation. Jesus Christ, we keep on working. The work never stops, the grind never stops. Artman Boxing, artmanapparel.com, $ Artman Boxing is the cash app. Oh man, hold on, I just came from getting some good food, so I'm back at the crib, about to roll up. Man, I've been feeling a little under the weather, I ain't gonna lie. Um, Not like sick where I'm fucking my head hurt, but it's like, man, I've been sneezing shit all fucking day. So mind you, mind me if you hear me fucking sneezing and shit, whatever. But Team USA versus Team Mexico. Yay! Yeah, I want to see that shit, man. I cannot fucking wait. I really can't. Said payday, you want payday. It's Canelo's world, and you are just in it. I'm starting to realize that. Canelo fans are crazy as fuck, but I ain't mad at them. Everybody's prideful when it comes to their favorite fighter, and some people are super prideful because they feel like that's the only fight they have left. You know what I'm saying? But hold on, let me share this link and let everybody know we are on live cooking. Said Mexico was how many times you seen boxers wear Mexican flags and sombreros? You'll never see a Mexican rock anyone else's colors. That's true. He does have a valid point. But I ain't saying that they run boxing. I mean, people just I don't know. I don't know why black fighters do that shit. That shit's weird now. I don't know. At first I get it to taunt your opponent, but now it's like you niggas is doing it because I don't know. I don't know. Is it a fashion statement or what? But hey, what I seen though, I'm glad. I'm glad I seen. I'm glad that Andre is moving up to 168, dude. Real talk, because not only if he don't get the Canelo fight, he'll still have options out there like motherfucking Benavidez. I wouldn't mind an Andre versus Benavidez fight. I really wouldn't. In fact, that would be a dope fight if it was Andre versus Benavidez and Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez. Fuck it, let's make it happen. Said they only run the Mexican fighters dudes from undefeated black champions. Yeah, that's the fucking facts, man. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100 down to Mungia, nigga. Let's be 100. Let's keep it all the way 100, dude. Said make a pay with steak in that shine. Hey, dude, man, let's be real. Charlo and Stevenson want to have an even fight. They need to both go on fucking peds. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, take that clenbuterol in T2. We should all of our fighters should be allowed to do the same thing that they're doing. Fuck it. Let's make it happen. Tea time for everybody. Tea time for everybody. Real shit. Said make them pay. Yeah. Nah, real shit, because let's be real. Do anybody believe that Canelo was going to hold those belts at 168 and defend them? Facts, call us British tea. Hell yeah, call us the British tea because, nigga, we want some tea too. Nah, real shit. He said no steroids, no life. Nah, real shit. But Canelo, though, I like him. But my thing is, y'all fans, y'all got to understand the clear advantages that this guy has. Dude, think about it. He waited till David Benavidez left the weight class. He waited till David Benavidez left the weight class and motherfucking instead of fighting him. Who does that? Hold on, give me a second, man. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. He said he saw them Euro 2020 tickets and got a front row seat. Nah, real shit. Hey, man, look. Canelo team strategically did that shit, man. They made sure Benavidez was out of the fucking picture. It took that belt right from under him. And now and then don't even mention him. Like, that shit's nuts. Really think about it. Canelo took Benavidez belt systematically and acts like Benavidez don't even exist. But you're walking around with his fucking hardware. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Said opportunists is the way of the world. Vultures. Yeah, and I can't get mad because I'm starting to realize like the dude Eric Gomes says, he says, motherfucker, this is Canelo's world. We're just in it. I'm starting to realize that, man, every time you say it, man, because it's like, dude, this is his boxing world. Like, I've never seen this before where a boxer has the whole section of body in his pocket. Section of body, fans, and media. And then when you speak out against it, all his fans come at you all crazy like. They start posting pictures of your family and all that shit. And I'm like, man, I like Canelo, but y'all ain't got to do all that now. Come on. Hold on. So I like Canelo, but y'all don't got to do all that. And then that's what makes Floyd, since he beat him. They hate Floyd so much. They act like, dude, I've never in my life seen a boxer that won the fight get no praise, but the fighter that lost the fight gets all the praise in the world. Oh, Canelo, he just learned from Floyd Mayweather. That was just a learning. It was a schooling, saying, for learning. That's what it was, man. That's all it was, man. He was just learning in there. He was just a baby in there. He was a baby. He was green, man. He didn't eat his vegetables or nothing before that fight, man. You got to understand, Canelo was a baby, man. And I'd be like, dude, the guy had 4 less fights than motherfucking Floyd. Dude had like 40 motherfucking fights. It was like a unified champion. He said WC challenger, whoever boxes Canelo. Come on, man. Let's be real. But what's going on? We got MVO in the building.
What's going on, Art, man?
Shit, not much. We talking this boxing talk. We talking about basically Team Mexico versus Team
Yo,
USA. And what's going on, Brother Crod?
not much. I'm watching the fights right now.
Oh yeah, Rob Kaseko and them is fighting right now, huh? I should be putting that on, huh?
Yeah, also that African dude Makabu, he's fighting tonight.
Oh yeah, is that fight on yet?
That starts at 8 o'clock. That's coming up soon. But also be on the lookout for Dakari Scott. He's gonna be fighting for like one of those like semi belts for the WBA.
For
I
the
think it's like
heavyweight
a
division?
yeah. He'll be
Yeah,
fighting.
I seen that guy. I'm friends with him on Facebook. I didn't even know he's one of Wilder's sparring partners.
Oh, who Dakari?
I think that's the guy that we're talking about.
No, I think you're talking about Stephen Shaw. But
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm referring to. I
yeah,
think
but he also fights on the card tonight for the Robson Conceição Martinez undercard. If that's what you're talking about.
is the Rob Kaseko fight on right now? No.
Yeah. I'm watching it right now. Haven Brady just won his fight, and I don't know who's next, but
Your boy Xander Zayas is back March 19th.
yeah. But actually, he has a pretty good look opponent in front of him.
Yeah,
Isn't that
who's he fighting?
He's fighting that black dude that fought Clay Collard. His name's Quincy Levias. He's like 12-2. I think he might have one draw. Not a bad fighter. I think this is a good test for him. But if Xander can't, figure out the puzzle against a guy like him, I think he might be in trouble. I'm not so sure. But I want to say he can knock him out.
Yeah. What you think about Robson? You think he gonna win tonight?
I would hope so, but I mean, if Xavier Martinez goes out there and does what he did against Claudio Marrero, I don't know, man. That's a 50-50 fight because Conceição, he ain't all that special, but just by looking at the styles right now, I just think Martinez might edge him.
I don't really think it's 50-50. I don't think Top Rank is going to make a big deal about signing Xavier Martinez just to have him lose in his first fight with them. I think Top Rank, who has some of the better matchmakers in boxing history, they see something where they think Xavier Martinez can handle this guy and probably handle him in a spectacular way.
Yeah, but that's why that I say that it's 50-50 because, like you got to look at it from Conceição's point of view. He went to war with Valdez, and arguably, he should have won that fight. But then at the same moment, you know, he's basically going to come with everything to, try to win. And I think this is going to be a really, type of, like make or break type of fight.
I mean, but you got to think about it from Conceição's original purpose because at the time, I don't believe he was top 10 with the WBC. So Conceição was playing the role of a sacrifice as it was. It was somebody to sacrifice to Valdez. And he's bringing in undefeated Xavier Martinez. He knows Robson Conceição can't really punch worth a damn. I mean, with all due respect, out of his fights, he's got 50% knockout ratio and 50% decision. So I mean, I'm not going to say it's not 50-50, but Xavier Martinez definitely has the edge when it comes to speed, when it comes to power, and probably outside of Valdez when it comes to competition. I mean, originally I picked Conceição to be able to narrowly decision it, but now that I spent some of the day watching tape, I'm like, I don't know. I think Xavier might come in and put some heat on his ass.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
was
that
it
I'm
you
kind
that
of.
said they might be feeding Robson to this guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I said that might be the situation. I said that they might be sacrificing Conceição because that's already been his role. His role was to get in there and lose. So I'm like, why stop the train?
Yeah, I don't think Top Rank is going to promote some Brazilian boxing in a big way. Has there ever been like a moneymaker Brazilian boxer in boxing? I don't think Top Rank is trying to experiment with that. If they're putting Conceição against this guy, it's because they think Xavier Martinez is going to beat him. The potential is with Martinez, not with Conceição.
Yeah, Conceição too dark. They ain't gonna do all that.
yeah, but I was also gonna say, if you take a look at Conceição's previous fights, that one fight against Louis Coria, he got his ass beat in that fight, and he got a controversial decision over him.
You talking about Conceição?
Yeah, Conceição.
Yeah, yeah. So and like I said, I mean, like I said, Xavier got the edge from the power perspective. He got the edge in the speed from a speed perspective, and like MBO just said, he has the edge on the marketing perspective, and we all know how that is. So, like I said, it's somebody getting sacrificed. That was already his role. His role was to make Valdez look good, and now his role getting ready to be to make Xavier look good.
I find it weird how everybody makes excuses for Valdez beating, Conceição, knowing that he already came in cheating in the fight. So, what makes you think that he actually won that fight when he got his ass pummeled all 12 rounds?
Exactly, but fans like me who didn't see the fight, if I go look at the highlights, it's all Valdez punching him.
Yeah, that's
which
what
is
me.
crazy. Like I'm surprised nobody's speaking out against that. But I guess nobody really gives a fuck about Robson, right?
Yeah, but
Because let's be real. I swear, if you look at those highlights, I posted that shit. It's not an edit. No fan made it. Pro Valdez fan made it. It was straight from Top Rank's page. There's literally no punches that Robson landed in that fight during the highlights.
yeah. I was gonna ask you, Art Man, what was that link that you wanted me to send you the other day? I forgot.
Yeah, you were supposed to send me that fight, the Robson versus Valdez.
Oh yeah. I'll go get that right now.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord, they got Ali's grandson
Yep.
allegedly suiting
Oh
up.
Ali
shit! Let me
Walsh.
see. I gotta stop what I'm doing and watch that right away.
Yeah, they got Ali's alleged grandson.
Hold on. I'm about to send you a message, Dion.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah. But nah, I don't know, man. The only reason why I know Robson is because he got robbed, son. Real shit.
Right.
But nigga, like I said, we had to bully niggas into being Valdez fans again, bro. That shit's crazy, man.
I'm just hoping this fight gets made so that way there's no excuses, and when Valdez loses, he can be washed away.
Damn, he said washed away like his whole career just over with.
Yeah,
Damn, you think one L is done?
dude, I never liked Oscar Valdez. Ever since he started cheating.
I mean, that's real
He
talk.
had
I
to
mean,
boss up his career.
Yeah, but it's like, look, if Oscar Valdez never cheated at all, I still don't respect the fact that he's been moving funny. You know what I'm saying?
damn.
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect? He broke his jaw. Nigga
Man,
got his jaw broke.
do
You think he
you
want
do
to
you,
go in there without
do
no
you
drugs this time?
do you realize that the greatest boxers in the world fought with a broken jaw? Guys like Muhammad Ali fought with a broken jaw.
Fought through cheating
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you got. They used to do the old thumb trick, and then I believe someone used some powder on him.
Yeah, Powder. That was Sonny Liston when he fought him.
Used
Right.
something that had his eyes blurry vision, couldn't see nothing. Like, damn, bro,
Yeah.
that's bad, man. But then again, cheating doesn't go on in boxing, like they say.
Nah, because the commission, because the commission, they got everything on lockdown, so you can't be cheating in boxing. You know how the commission do.
You know how the commission is. Yeah, the
Yeah,
fuck right.
commission be catching everything, man. You could because the commission was right there. The commission was right on top of it. It's all good because commission.
Yeah, it's not like the people have ever done the most evil shit ever in cheating.
Well, you can die in this shit, man. I mean, I understand the rationale behind cheating. But just call the shit out fairly. Like every time you bring up Valdez, motherfuckers try to deflect. Oh, well, what about Roy Jones and Shane Mosley? Yeah, they were called cheaters when it happened. Like
Yeah,
nobody fucking let them slide, and they're not active right now. If Mosley was fighting people, breaking motherfuckers' necks and orbital bones, and he was on steroids, I'd be like, yeah, man, that dude's on steroids, bro. I'd be like, shit, you better stay away from that motherfucker. You over here cheating. I wouldn't have him on any fucking pound for pound. Like, oh, what about James Toney? What about him? He cheated. He cheated.
yeah.
You don't see me going, oh well, James Toney's pay-per-view number, so yeah, or Roy Jones was pound for pound number one, so it's the cheating. Like, bro, no, he cheated. It's
Yeah,
that
it's
simple.
just a double standard, bro.
Yeah,
Whoa! What do you mean Roy Jones cheated?
well, you use steroids.
Nah. That's not what happened with Roy Jones. So Roy Jones,
Well, he was taking an over-the-counter situation.
yeah, and not only that, the supplement he was taking wasn't even banned in boxing. It was literally only banned by the IBF.
Oh yeah. Yep. I know
Right.
what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
I know that's happened. That's happened to people throughout a variety of sports. When they take something from GNC that was once allowed but wasn't allowed, and that's true. But the fact of the matter is that I mean the man popped dirty, so I can't hold different standards for everyone. I understand the circumstances were different, but that sounds like the meat situation. And it's even worse because with the meat situation, that's a well-known fact when it
Yeah, but
comes
is it
to,
really popping dirty if it's not banned by everybody?
well, if it's banned by the federation that you're fighting in, then it's a dirty pot.
I was gonna ask something.
It's kind of like in powerlifting when certain federations do drug testing for certain things and then certain federations don't. If you're competing in a federation where certain things are and are not allowed, then that's the reality of the situation.
Yeah,
I
but to
mean,
me, that's something that's got to be clear beforehand. I always feel like if everybody know the rules beforehand, okay. But if everybody don't know the rules beforehand, I can't hold Roy accountable for that.
okay, hey, I mean, there's nuance to every situation, but he failed the drug test, unfortunately, and that's the reality of the situation. We can talk about Mosley, we can talk about Lamont Peterson, we can talk about Mickey Bay, we can talk about all these people. Like all their cases have nuance. But what I was saying was that whenever you're talking about a drug cheat that happens to not be black, everyone just deflects to Roy Jones and James Toney and Lamont Peterson. It's like, okay, cool. That's not what we're talking about. They were all held to the standard of whatever their standard was at the time. And just, people come on there, they try to deflect like, oh, you guys only care about the it's like no, it's not about all that. And no other fighters are being fucked over in this way. So, like even Shakur said it. Shakur was like, let me pop dirty for some tea. I guarantee they try to fucking bury me. And I was like, yeah, you're right. That's exactly how it will happen.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the thing with Oscar Valdez is the supplement he tested positive for isn't found in any herbal tea at all. So,
which I thought was the stupidest lie. Like, why the fuck would you say a tea, dude? Like, because then we're gonna ask what tea.
Well, if you look at what he actually said, first he tried to use a tea excuse, but then when it was mentioned to him that this is not found in any tea, then they said, well, VADA doesn't have any jurisdiction over me. So they didn't even bother like trying to see through the tea excuse. They just said, yeah, we tested positive for this, but VADA doesn't have a right to do anything about it because they don't have any type of penalties with VADA because they're just a testing agency.
Yep, a good old political protection. And truth be told, if I knew for a fact that Spence, Charlo, Shakur, anybody else could get that same protection, I'd be less vocal. I'd be like, oh well, they protect all the top guys, but nope, we know that's bullshit. We know as soon as Charlo, fucking any one of them pop dirty. Oh shit! Oh, what's up, Julius?
Hey, what's going on, guys? What's up?
What's going on, brother Julius?
Ain't too much, man.
Shit, we just talking about boxing. I wanted to get into Mexico versus United States because we got Canelo versus Charlo and Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson, man. But I honestly feel like these fans, they're just disowning Valdez, man. Like, god damn.
Well, you know what it is, man. I mean,
jeez.
If these guys get in fights where no one thinks or believe they can win, you know what I'm saying? It's easy because that's the saying, fair weather fans, you know what I'm saying? They're your fan today, but tomorrow they disown you. If you lose or if you lose bad, they become embarrassed that they rooted for you. And then you got to think the steroid situation. So it's a lot of, different things going on with him. But I mean, they never turned their back on Canelo. But look, as soon as Bob Arum start promoting him and pumping Valdez up, they'll fall right back in love with him. That's how it goes.
My thing is whenever it was Navarrete, they said he was going to be fighting next. People, they was coming out. They're like, "Ooh, okay, yeah, this is what I want to see." Right. But now it's like, well, saying, he's fighting a Puerto Rican guy. Did you know?
Right. Hey, look, man, that's how they be doing, man.
They be arguing me and D-Hive now today about this Puerto Rican and Shakur Stevenson shit, man.
Yeah, his last name is Rivera, apparently, which is news to me. And I'm like, Colbert said that he was Mexican a few times. Do you see him? People aren't changing his last name to anything, and he's getting ready to fight Gutierrez.
Right.
People aren't saying, "Oh, he's Steven Colbert." People aren't saying he's Steven Hernandez or anything. So I'm like,
Yeah.
why y'all doing Stevenson like this? Like, it's weird.
It's like you say, man. They'd rather lose to somebody else rather than take
It's
that L
that
to you know
tribal
who.
thing, man. It's that tribal thing, man. And
Yeah.
and I tell you, it ain't because a lot of people say, well, the boxing is just so tribal, but it always works itself to life. You know what I'm saying? They do the same things in life. You
And
know,
it can be tribal. That's fine. But when
right?
black people, also try to consolidate and circle our wagons, and we have our tribe, don't try to come at us like we're the racists. Like, no, that's not how it's going to work. I
Think
mean,
about this for a second, man. If you hear like for example, Bernard Hopkins. Okay, it was a time that Bernard Hopkins in a fight. You know what I'm saying? He went on to thank. You know what I'm saying? Black Americans. Adrian Broner said he doing it for the hood. He doing it for his black folks. Whenever we aren't allowed to celebrate our heritage. We can't say I'm doing it for my black folks. I'm doing it for my ancestors that
I'm
came
doing
up
it for the
through the
foundation
South.
of Black
Right,
Americans
right.
across the
We ain't
fucking
allowed.
nation.
We ain't allowed. We can't say Viva black folks. You get what I'm saying? But every other race outside of white Americans can't openly do that. But we the only minority group that definitely can't do that
I
in
don't even
no
like that
sport.
word. I really don't.
The black American, I feel
No,
you.
no
no,
minority.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. But I'm just saying in general, any people of color, we're the one that cannot go out and celebrate it, especially not in sports. We can't celebrate it.
Yeah.
We can't celebrate it. It's frowned upon.
Yep. And then when we're fighting each other, it turns into the fucking circus.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh,
And the
everybody,
race
look,
soldiers
they're fighting.
love it. They
They
love it,
love
man.
it.
They love it. And
Like the brother, we got the brother MVO on the channel right now, man.
oh, what's up, yo?
I'm getting messages from fucking these racists saying, "Oh, you better show up tonight." I'm like, what?
NVO
Hey
is up
man, this
here.
is gonna be
Okay.
the most anticipated Twitter space in boxing Twitter history.
Why is that?
Because first of
That's.
all,
Oh,
MVO
go ahead.
Uncensored is
Oh,
always
Nico just
popping.
got a knockout.
MVO Uncensored is always popping.
Hey,
Um,
send that to me.
Why did you put the
Todd,
battery now? It ain't working.
huh?
Send what to you?
the link to that fight
I
tonight's
did
fight.
already. What?
Oh,
No,
okay.
Art man, I already sent it to you.
I'll send
Oh,
you
you
the
did? Oh shit,
Yeah.
my bad.
What the
I'll
fuck?
send you the live stream.
Nah, that's that ain't it.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, if
send it
you
to me.
want like another site, but I could send that to you right now if you
Oh,
Yeah,
want.
that's
send it
it.
to me.
All right, I'll do that.
That we are not minorities. That's a
That's it.
defeatist
I
statement.
feel you,
Yeah.
Jason. I
Yeah,
look.
you know what I'm
I
saying? I don't like that
apologize for
statement
even
because
saying that.
it's like you lump me in groups. It's like you're lumping me in a
Right.
group of people who haven't been through the shit my group been through.
But MVO got
Specific
cut off.
discrimination. Oh, but yeah, go ahead. My bad.
I don't know what I was saying was that first the space is popping. And it's not even that old, but it's popping. I get a lot of traffic in the space. And also, Artman is a polarizing figure in boxing Twitter. So there's a lot of people that want to hear what Artman got to say. So I think this is like putting together two pay-per-view stars for one big pay-per-view. And we're gonna
Man, make sure you drop my link to my store and everything in there in my channel, all that.
Are the podcasts like the spaces on Twitter? Do y'all also have corresponding YouTube channels?
what do you mean by that?
Like for example, do you have like an MVO Uncensored podcast that's also a YouTube channel that can be subscribed to, or does Chicken Talk also have a YouTube channel that can be subscribed to?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I got a YouTube page, but only because I like to look at other people's YouTube, but I don't actually use it for anything other than uploading my karaoke songs.
Do you guys have like Patreon or?
Nah, I'm not trying to make no money off of this. I'll be honest with you. I make a lot of money in my regular life, my everyday life. So this is just literally just fun for me, just a hobby. I like to talk boxing. I like to talk shit, and boxing Twitter is very entertaining.
Well, I'm gonna
Okay.
go ahead and put this out there because I've been seeing the timeline today with people using audio from the Art Man show, and I'll throw mines out there. Look, I respect everybody. I respect the young lady, Boxiana, Art Man, everybody. But I will say this: the more that blacks go against each other, I don't care what it's about, if it's about her son or what have you, what was said. As black people, that all those things aren't death sentences. They bad, okay? And if he did it, he should apologize. But here's the thing though. But the race soldiers are standing back, and they're not just whites. They are some Hispanics
Hispanics.
and others out there too that is trying to keep it going. And any person that's putting a battery into someone back to keep something going for their entertainment, because anytime you got an issue with somebody, there's supposed to be a solution to it. You get what I'm saying?
That's
There's
what I'm
supposed to
saying.
be some type of
And that's why I
solution.
agreed to do the show with the dude with MBO. Come like, okay, as long as it's about clearing the air and becoming peace, then that's what I'm with. If it's
Right.
to be a shouting match, I'm out of there.
Yeah,
Hey,
I,
it should.
listen. Well, you're gonna be the co-host, so you know,
Okay.
let's make it clear on not only what we're talking about, but what your goal is in doing this. Because you do have a chance tonight to end and squash everything. But for me, it's the way you maneuver that's gonna determine whether or not this ends tonight or if it's something that's gonna keep carrying on.
Well,
I
who
mean, it
is
can keep on carrying on.
involved?
I'm still gonna be making my money regardless. My
it's
thing
just
is,
Art
this is
Man
my
and
last
her.
night trying to
It's
Oh,
nobody.
they the only
anything.
two that's gonna be up there. Okay,
Oh
cool.
no, it's not just come on, it's not just Art there and Boxiana.
Who else is involved?
Um
No, I'm talking about talking.
uh it depends. We gotta see how hot
Yeah, because look,
the
he gonna
space
get the
is.
detractors in there,
Be-
like Mr. Fresh.
Because the thing is, yeah, like people
Yeah,
like that, they hate
I don't
our
know who
men
Mr. Fresh
on some
is.
they like though people like that they hate on our men on some boxing shit. That's whatever. But the actual crux of the issue, why this whole summit
yeah,
is happening, is because of those two specifically. I'm not saying who can talk and who can't, but the
right.
real issue is between those two specifically.
Exactly.
Everyone else, it's either race or boxing related. Like the non-black
Right.
people hate him because he's pro-black. The black people that hate his boxing takes and they talk shit about Wilder and Spence. Like that shit's nothing.
Yeah, and what I was saying was, and I've been trying to promote a coming together for days about this. Um, and my thing is, those two are the only ones that really should be talking, and like they doing it on your show, and that's good. But I was promoting they just get each other phone number and call each other and squash it
No, Julius,
because
that doesn't drive any traffic. That doesn't
yeah,
create any buzz. That doesn't create any drama. We gotta make it a thing so people can see and we get all that shit.
Hey man,
Yep,
I
that's
look at it
true.
this
That's what I'm
way.
saying. Like, god
Whatever
damn.
happened between them happened in the public. So to me, you can't what we do call throw the rock and then hide the hand. Okay? If you embarrass me in public, I want an apology in public.
That's what already happened though. Already
I,
apologized, and that's why I'm
we're
like, what's the point of even doing it anymore?
we're
To be
still trying
honest.
to find what was said. Like we're still trying to find what the
Oh, about
embarrassing
that
moment was.
situation, I didn't say that, and I'm gonna hold on to that. I don't care what nobody say. Oh, I heard you say it, or I seen you get, bro. If you can not show me what the hell I said, but you can
Well,
show me a tweet for 2016, then
what
I
we're
don't know what
gonna
to tell you,
do
bro.
is we're gonna let her explain her side uninterrupted, and then you'll have a chance to respond.
Well, what
because
time does it
obviously
start?
there's confusion on both sides as to what the crux of the issue is and what was actually said and said from who. So this is where we get to the bottom of it, and hopefully we can move forward peacefully.
I don't plan on really speaking. I'll just listen in. But if I'm addressed personally, can I respond?
No, no, you're gonna be speaking. What do you mean you're just gonna be listening in? You're
Wait,
part of this too, man. Listen,
what the fuck I got to do with it?
no. Come on, you brought yourself into this. You're part of this too.
By asking questions?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. I have no problem speaking, but all I asked was what did he do? Who did he do it to? And then when people are doing shit to him, it's all, oh well, it's the internet, it's all fair game. And I'm like, okay, so why aren't we having that attitude with these two people specifically?
Yeah, because
But can we all agree
uh-huh.
that kids is crossing the line?
Yeah, because I will say this, man, kids is definitely crossing the line, but also people that don't have nothing to do with it, that's in other folks' families. And that's something that I pointed out yesterday was like, yo, let this be between Art Man and Baxiana, and bringing Art Man girlfriend involved. That don't make sense, man. And like I said before, we don't know people. You know, you go by the MVO, but let's be honest, MVO, I don't know you personally. So when I go and place a picture of your wife or your daughter or your girlfriend on a picture, like, you may react in a way I don't know. So that's why I'm saying that
that's weird. I don't know. I just block everybody who do that. I don't even see it no more. I just block it. I just block it. So I'm like, dude, that's weird. Ain't even no point.
Midwest got some shit to get off his chest.
Well, that's why for me, I don't go back and forth with nobody that's not in the tri-state area. Because to me, I don't go back and forth with people unless we really finna do something. You know, so I try to stay away from the back and forth
thing. I think you got caught in the crossfire. I think it was somebody else that I was upset, and I just thought it was you.
You was upset at Ronnie. First of all, here's my issue with you, Art Man. Me and Ronnie don't even sound alike. So how Ronnie's saying something about you, you said that I said. Me and Ronnie don't sound alike. You sound country.
It was just like this. Somebody said something. It was like a situation where I end up getting off of the space. I don't know if I was kicked or whatever, but I was off of it. And then I clicked on it, and I just hear people saying, yeah, he left because he a bitch and this and that. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm just hearing multiple men say this, so I'm just assuming that it's you and the rest of the other niggas saying that shit.
Nah, I think that was Ronnie.
And for the record, nobody coerced, chopped, screwed anything with what Ronnie said. Ronnie was addressing the Terrence Crawford and Spence situation. He went on that rant defending Bob Arum completely on his own. No one tricked him.
I don't know nothing about that.
That's what his beef is. He thinks that
we've like beef is with me. That's the funny part.
He thinks because on the time where it was supposed to be Esan versus Allen and him versus me, we sat back, we didn't interrupt him. We let him go on a long rant defending Bob Arum, saying that Bob Arum has never in his life tried to sabotage Terrence Crawford's career, and Bob Arum has done everything to make every fight, and Terrence Crawford has just been heavily avoided, and there's been no racism at all. He said that shit himself, and now he's like, y'all chopped and screwed it. Y'all like, what the fuck? You said all that. We didn't.
That's why he hate my guts right now, because he's
so
like,
y'all don't edit none of y'all shows.
I don't edit jack shit. I'm just a guy, man. I'm nobody.
Was the show that he was on edited at all?
It was live, I think.
It was a live stream.
It was a live show.
Laptop. Okay. I'm just doing this shit straight from my phone.
Like, people are treating, like, I tell people openly, I'm a nobody and I want to remain a nobody. I have no following and I don't desire one. Like, always treat me like what incentive do we have to chop and screw anything? I asked you a question and you answered it.
And then, to be honest, I haven't even played or recorded his part of the video and posted it. He just knows that we know.
Okay.
Well, it's available for public view. You posted the link and he just said it's probably chopped and screwed, and I'm like, how? We let you interrupted the shit out of us, and we tried to answer questions, but we let him talk forever, and he gave himself up. It's not anyone's fault. Like, he showed how he felt.
What time is the show, MVO?
Say that again.
What time is the show?
Well, it's supposed to start at 8 o'clock, but this is running overtime. I got to get over to Twitter before people think I fell asleep. Because
Is
No,
it,
no,
is
go
it,
ahead
is it,
because
is it 8 Eastern?
I wanna get on it, or or
Oh, yeah.
listen at least.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got
start it up real quick.
It
Start
ain't
it
no
up.
way we
I'll
can
go
get
in
it
there and chop
on
it up for
YouTube.
like 30 minutes.
It ain't no way like
no,
you can sit on your page.
I don't really like YouTube, to be honest with you. I like the Twitter space because first of all, it sounds better. Second of all, I don't like recording because I like everybody to say what they got to say uncensored.
Without it being the history of it.
Yeah, sometimes
Okay.
Is this MVO or is this
things
lazy?
might get heated.
That's
We might
MVO.
drop some
This
words.
MVO. Okay, yeah, I fuck with MVO. We made a bet. He stood up on his bet, so I fuck with MVO.
But what she say
Yeah,
about your
hey,
kids, dog?
listen, man, you was right. I paid up my money. That was it.
But what she say about your kids, dog?
Oh man, I was arguing because she called Art Man gay. I said you can't call every man gay because they disrespect you. The bitch told me, get the fuck off my Twitter and take that ugly ass baby with you. And I got a screenshot for you.
Oh no!
No, you don't.
Damn!
And I got witnesses. Because I remember the two dudes something like, damn, you gonna talk about somebody's kids on the internet?
Damn!
Well, I don't know nothing about that either. Like I said, usually,
Oh, okay.
listen, I stay out of the fray. I just give people a platform to talk. That's all.
Yeah, you see, like goddamn.
and that's fine.
Goddamn,
And
man.
that's fine. I'm just like with Midwest story coming to light. That's why I asked my question. It wasn't meant to be offensive. All I was asking, I wasn't saying that they were meaningless or worthless. All I said was when it comes to drawing lines about who can say what to who, why are these two specific individuals special? Why do they get the massive black Secret Service protection package and everyone else can go fuck themselves? That's all I was asking.
All right. Well, we'll find
Damn.
out. I'm gonna head over to Twitter. We're gonna do this. Like I said, Artman will be a co-host, so he can't be muted. For anyone that's ever hosted a space, you know that the co-host cannot be muted, even by me. So Artman will have the floor to say what he got to say. If he don't want to allow any non-blacks into the space to speak, that's fine with me also. But what I do ask is that even if somebody say something you don't like, don't mute them, don't kick them, let them say their piece, and just give yourself a chance to respond.
Okay, dope.
Yeah,
All right, you got it.
100%. Oh yeah, I'm cool. I mean, we tried that on here and we just got called a bunch of names. Like
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Like,
and
goddamn.
nothing that actually happened was said. Like, because like apparently people are saying I said something. I didn't say anything negative about her or son. I don't know them. The only reason why I know who she is because of Black Fight Fan because I'm a subscriber. That's pretty much it. I watch every week, so. When she said she's going to go tell the LDBC, I'm like, you can tell them whatever you need to about me. I'm a nobody, and I'm going to stay a nobody.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
don't know
well,
about all
I'm
that
going to head over to Twitter now.
LBC shit. That shit's funny.
I'll see you over there. I appreciate all you guys. Midwest Swim. You on Facebook, Midwest? Because I feel like I've seen you before in my old boxing group that I used to run.
What was the name of the group?
Boxing Updates.
Yeah, you definitely.
Yeah, we was in there. I was in that shit too.
So I used to run Boxing Updates when we had like over 200,000 members, and then Facebook clipped us. So now we had to start a new group.
Yeah, Facebook. That's what happened to me. Why you think I came to Twitter and became? But I got on Twitter. That the whole life changed, nigga.
Yeah,
I never had a Facebook. Is Facebook cool?
They clipped my group. We had over 200,000 people.
This is funny.
Man. I was very popular in the UK. Now I got to rebuild my shit.
I never had Facebook. Is Facebook like boxing cool? Is it cool?
Yeah, it's funny. Nigga, don't expect niggas to be super educated on the sport, but it's funny because they actually read the comments and go back and forth with you.
Yeah.
And shit.
And for me, I preferred Facebook before because of the live feature. I always thought that was pretty cool. You could go live in the group. And it's like a lot of interaction. But boxing Twitter is something else. I think Twitter's a little bit better because you get your news faster and stuff like that. Only thing I don't really like about Twitter is that they ain't really have like a live option. But now that they got Twitter Spaces, I don't ever bother with Facebook no more.
Yeah, the impromptu podcast feature is genius on Twitter's part.
Yeah,
Just like I think that the chicken talk idea is genius on Lefty's part. That's why when Al Bernstein recommended he be compensated, I was agreeing. That's why I asked like if y'all had like a Patreon or if y'all had like a YouTube, because I think that could be like the Black Sports Center for boxing type deal.
Nah, real shit though.
Yeah,
Why do you
that's
think
what
I be
that's what
doing
we
this
try
shit,
to
MVO? They
turn
can
it
pay me
into.
for this
Usually
shit, man.
MVO only talk about hip hop and bitches, but my
Oh, it's no
co-host
boxing.
is finally on, so now we're about to get a pop, and we're about to really bring MVO to Twitter.
All right, so
But you also got to keep in mind, what if they take fucking space away, man? Just
That
like
would
they
be
took fleets away.
Well, I'm
that would
already
be-
on Spotify, Apple, TuneIn Radio, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, there's some ad revenue possibilities. Yeah,
Yeah,
Lefty should take advantage. I'll listen through Spotify and pay.
but for me, for MVO, I like to say what I gotta say. So I don't like to record it unless I'm recording my proper hip hop podcast, which we have that you can subscribe to in my Twitter profile. But for like the spaces, because I like to use a lot of words that people don't say no more. So I ain't gonna lie, I don't need that shit recorded. You know, like I said, I'm a regular dude with a regular job. And I'd like to keep it that way. This is just fun for me.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
feel
the
you.
same. It's the same for
I'm
me. People got it confused. They think I'm like out this. I'm some type of dude who's just desperate for views and all that shit. Nah, hell no. My money comes from this artwork, and I
so
have a
I'm
regular job.
yeah, I'm in the same situation. Like I tell people, I took the square college route, so I'm I'm a regular guy. Some stuff, got to keep away from me and what I do as far as relations and shit.
Yeah, but it don't even
yeah,
matter. But go
All
ahead,
right, well,
start your show. I can.
yeah, y'all, all right, man. Let me know when the space pop on because I'm a slide out of here and then plug in my phone and concentrate on that and the fight because
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
apparently I
we
about
got.
to
about to
slide
put
out
the
here too. I'm
space
about to
on
play
right
some
now.
Call of Duty while
Uh,
you running this
So
yeah,
space.
I'm gonna holla at
yep,
you on Twitter, Art Man
all
or
right,
Beehive.
for
All
sure.
right,
All
yeah.
right.
I'm definitely going over there to hear that.
hold on, Julius, you still here?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I'm a you know,
Hold on.
I
Before we get into that,
yeah,
let's talk some more boxing before we get
yeah,
into
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, they got
Um,
they're in the prelims. They're in like the third fight of the prelims. They got
Jeremiah just like
yeah,
it up.
Milton just smoked this pussy motherfucker, whoever this is.
who just got
Mhm.
smoked?
This is heavyweights, right, Crot?
Yeah, heavyweights. Jeremiah Milton just had his fight. He just got a second round TKO.
Yeah, knocked out this tubby lard looking motherfucker.
And it's a lot of mismatches, so I'm expecting a lot of knockouts on that part.
Since
Oh
a lot
yeah,
of mixed matches,
yeah,
top rank.
Yeah,
yeah.
mismatches everywhere. You know what I'm saying? If Nico Walsh knocking out and stopping people, I mean, come on, man.
Walsh just stopped somebody.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he stopped dude. That dude didn't
yeah,
Oh
throw
yeah,
he got
punches.
him a
they made
knockout.
sure not to give him that another bum like that, the one that put it on him last time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, they put
that
it on
dude
him.
looked like he was fresh out the joint. He was fucking around to whoop some ass.
Walsh about to fuck around and have a 40-0 record on you niggas.
Like I said, man, when you truly have the best fighters, you don't need the best matchmakers because your fighters beat everybody.
What would you? Okay, let me ask you guys. Would
Mhm.
you rather prefer fighting a guy who has 0 L's and 20 wins, or 35 wins and 3 L's?
Depends on who the fighters are. And I'm being honest about that because sometimes a guy that's 35-3, you know what I'm saying? He might be
Be
tough, rugged, might have
be a
got
nigga like
robbed twice, might have
nigga like
lost a fight.
Ugas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah,
saying. Like a nigga like Ugas versus a nigga like motherfucker pre Evanesia Josh Kelly.
right. and you know, I gotta bring up your man Breadman again with Josh Kelly. Uh
Who the fuck is Bread Man?
You talking?
Stephen Edwards, the trainer.
Oh, okay, right,
He
okay,
was
right.
bragging on Josh Kelly, right? And the only reason I'm bringing this up, man, is because sometimes and look, man, the guy clearly, I think he knows some boxing, but look, man, sometimes these guys get on network TV or even Twitter and they brag and they and on these guys, and sometimes, man, they are agenda driven. You get what I'm saying? Agenda driven.
They
This
fall
guy
for
had
it.
never beat nobody, fought in the UK, and that's another thing. We sometimes not us, but we sometimes allow Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren or even Bob Arum brag on these fighters, and we really truly ain't never really seen the fighter fight, but yet we'll come on a show or get on Twitter or on Instagram, whatever, and say those same points that they make about the guy without even seeing the guy fight. And that's what happened with Josh Kelly. He can't fight. They called him some kind of
And he
next
won the
Mayweather.
154.
Huh?
I'm not gonna say he can't fight,
He
but
can't fight. He can't fight.
no, I'm not gonna
Did
go
he just
there.
move to 154?
I
Well,
don't know. I think
he's
he
still
changed
there. I
promoters.
mean, unless he moved up, decided to move up.
Well, he just didn't re-sign with the zone. He re-signed with Wasserman Boxing, and he about to get a steady diet of bullshit.
Yeah, true that.
But I'm not gonna say he can't fight, but he's a little bit. People talked about him a little bit more than what he's actually worth. He got too much. He got
They
too much
talk about him
respect
so
early
much.
on.
That's the reason why I watched the Indonesian fight, because I was hearing things like White Mayweather and shit. And I was like, hold on, what? Let me see. I watched that shit with him in Indonesia, and I said, oh my god, they got this nigga on the oxygen tank.
Bro. Hey,
Yeah,
it look, Ray Robinson beat him too. They robbed Ray Robinson against this guy.
they
See, I
did.
didn't see none of those fights. I
I
wasn't even
watched
paying
that fight
attention to that guy.
because it was on an undercard, but Julius is absolutely right. I went back and watched that fight again. I was like, wait, hold on, because Julius said this to me, and I was like, yeah, let me go look. I agree. They robbed him. He won at least by a round.
I'm telling you, D Hive, this guy Josh Kelly, if he was fighting in America and was with
Boots
any,
and Victor Ortiz,
well,
Virgil
he
Ortiz.
wouldn't even get in the
Oh my
ring
god!
with
Well,
Boots.
come on now.
I mean, and to me, I could see him fighting somebody like Josito Lopez and maybe lose. You know what I'm saying? Jamal James would beat him up. Like, he
Abel
ain't on that
Ramos.
level, man.
Abel Ramos would beat the shit out of him.
Abel Ramos, you know what I'm saying? This is an average to
Abel Ramos
below
can-
average fighter.
Abel
But you know
Ramos
what?
can
One
beat
thing
his
he
ass.
got, he can be flashy against those club fighters. They don't call him club fighters, they call them domestic fighters. He
Right.
can be flashy against those domestic fighters and look, you know what I'm saying, and
He
throw
can look
all
like
these
he can look like
combinations.
Roy, because I remember they're
Yeah,
talking about, oh, we got
exactly.
the British Roy Jones,
Right.
Mayweather, and I was like, who?
Exactly.
And then literally, I was watching that fight. It was back and forth. I thought Evan was gonna get washed. I'm gonna keep it 100 because Evan to me is not that good. I go to the bathroom. I come back round 5. It looked like Evan to shot this nigga with a pistol. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I watched that shit from start to finish.
I was actually laughing the entire time. When
Me
he got
too,
his
because I
ass.
was like, dude, this nigga is not no damn White Mayweather. What are y'all talking about?
Because see, I fucked up. I watched the first
He's
3
not even
rounds.
that good.
I watched the first 3 rounds. I went to the bathroom during the 4th. So from my perspective, Josh Kelly is whooping ass. I'm like, okay, so Josh Kelly just finna outbox this dude. We can move on. I come back to round 5. This man is bleeding from the side of his fucking head. I'm like, oh my god, what the hell happened here? And the next thing you know, the team throwing in the towel. I was like, what?
And can you believe how Lamont Peterson beat him up some years ago when Lamont, before Lamont fought Earl, but I'm saying he beat him up.
He broke him off.
So I mean, look, man, Josh Kelly better continue his career with domestic fights.
Oh shit! All right, man. It's time to go to fucking
It's
Twitter.
time. Yeah, I'm rolling over. I got to hear this.
Okay,
Yeah.
Here I come. Let me end this shit real quick.
All right. What time you coming back on Twitter?
On what? On YouTube?
What time on this YouTube, I meant?
Damn.
Because we gotta do an aftermath.
Hold on.
After the fight,
A recap.
Yeah, like a recap of the spaces.
okay,
Yeah, we can do
cool.
that.
All right,
we can do
okay,
that.
all right.
All right, I'm out.
All right, I'll see y'all.